Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, today me and my colleagues will be presenting about the mini project of Mass Transfer 2, which is CPB 20104. So our topic for today's discussion, for our today's presentation, is regarding about the process called dehumidification. If you don't know how to spell it, we have already spell it out for you. So this is the dehumidification process, and it's related to, we are focusing on the device called, the instrumentation called cooling tower. So you guys know what is cooling tower? Or before that, our group will consist of me, Azri Shah bin Ahmad Shukri, and we have Muhammad Abu Hassan, Muhammad Hazri bin Azro, Muhammad Kashaf Arif, Muhammad Amin Shazwan, and Noor Hanwiyah. So a group consisting of 6 people. So without further ado, let's go on to the definition of a cooling tower. Okay, so without looking at the slides, do you know what is a cooling tower? You can give a little guess. Cooling tower, something to do with a building that cools something. Yeah, if you guess that, then you are partially correct. Okay, so basically, what is the definition of cooling tower? So here we have the specific definition. So a cooling tower is a heat rejection device used to transfer process waste heat to the atmosphere. So a lot of fancy words there. So I doubt that you fully understand. So let me explain to you what a cooling tower is actually. So a cooling tower is a device, as said, rejection of heat. So when in any industrial plant, any manufacturing plant, you have a process, and at the end of the process, you have your own product where you change your raw material to a new product. So when you have product, at the same time, you're not just producing something new, you're also producing heat. This heat, we don't found any use for it, so it's called waste heat. So this waste heat, we don't need it, so we have to reject, but we need a way to reject this heat. Because if we keep the heat inside the processing plant, it will eventually give damage to the equipment that we have. So we have to find a way to release the heat within the process. So that's why in each industrial plant, you need a cooling tower. Okay, so the cooling tower processes using the fundamental of mass transfer and heat transfer. And aside from that, cooling tower are able to reduce the water temperature. So when you have an industrial plant where you have a specific process, you would most of the time it requires a reboiler. So at the end of the reboiler or heat exchanger, you have water coming from the outlet, which is with high temperature. So this high temperature of water, you need to cool it down to lower temperature because you'll be reusing it. Because you cannot just give hot water to the equipment, because like I mentioned before, it might damage the equipment. So that's why you need to have a cooling tower. So when you have a cooling tower, you cool down the temperature of the water, and then you can reuse the water. So by doing so, you can actually reduce the amount of cost for the whole production. Okay, so moving on to the next slide. Okay, so here we have a diagram, a picture of a cooling tower. So basically this is a cooling tower in general. There are many types of cooling tower which I will explain after this. But right now I would like to explain about the simple fundamental of operation for a cooling tower. So as I mentioned before, a cooling tower operates using the fundamentals of heat transfer and also mass transfer. So what do you understand by heat transfer and mass transfer? Okay, for mass transfer is an exchange in mass, whereby you have liquid, solid, and also liquid, solid, and gas or vapor. And heat exchange is that the exchange in temperature, whereby usually heat will go from will be transferred from high temperature to lower temperature. Okay, right now it's a bit blurred, and how does it go in hand with the cooling tower? But I will explain to you one by one. But let me first explain to you what are the parts in a cooling tower. So first of all, we can see here that at the top of the cooling tower, this is the top part of the cooling tower, there's a huge fan, which is called the cooling tower fan. The fan actually is to induce what you call to taking air from the surrounding into the cooling tower. Then you have the sprinkler, whereby hot water from the process will enter the cooling tower, and then the sprinkler is just to instead of making the water go to one huge flow, you just change it into small droplet. The reason why we are changing it from one huge stream to small tiny droplets is because we want to increase the surface area of the contact. So when we have larger surface area, there will be more heat transfer. Then we have the water column, which is the place whereby the air from the surrounding of the cooling tower and the hot water from the process, from the manufacturing part of the plant comes in contact in the cooling tower. So when we have a water column, so we have more retention time. More retention time meaning that there's more contact time, and then when there's more contact time, there will be more exchange in heat. That's what we want. Okay, at the bottom part, you can see that there's a drain port down here, and this is what we call the basin. The basin is just to collect the water, the cold water from the whole process. And this cold water here will be used again, will be recycled for the other process. So meaning that we're not losing water, but sometimes loss of water can occur. That's why we have the make-up water. So when the level of the water inside the basin is low, then we would actually replenish the water inside here. So there's a minimum and maximum level of water that needs to be inside the basin. So that's why we have another part here called overflow. Overflow is just when the level is too high, then the excess amount of water will go outside the basin. So that's basically the idea, the basic parts of a cooling tower. So
Assalamualaikum. So now I would like to explain about the factor that influence the efficiency of the cooling tower. So first of all is scaling. Scaling is the precipitation of dissolved mineral component that has become saturated in the solution, which can lower the efficiency of the system. So next is falling. Falling occurs when the suspended particle or biologic growth from an insulating film on the heat transfer surface. For example, common fallen include organic matters, processed oil and seed, which can also occur the lower efficiency of the system. So next is microbiological activity. Microbiological activities refers to the microorganisms that live and grow in the cooling system that can contribute to the falling and the corrosion. Last but not least is corrosion. Corrosion is an electrochemical chemical process that may lead to the premature failure of system like metallurgy.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. Today I will present about method to improve cooling tower. So, the first method is ensure that field is clean and free of debris. The second one is measure airflow and adjust fan pitch if needed to reach design condition. The third one is ensure no air is bypassing field. The fourth one is eliminate any potential obstruction in the suction or discharge. The fifth one is ensure no recirculation effect present, and the last one is for larger cooling tower, evaluate design of fan cylinder. That's all. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum, and my name is Muhammad Azrul bin Muhammad. Today I will present to you about the advantage and disadvantage of cooling tower. As we know, there are some advantage and disadvantage that we face in our daily life. From here, I want to present to you about the advantage of the cooling tower. There are 3 points I want to show you the advantage of the cooling tower. First, first point is the there is significant reduction in the cost of water used in the condenser. It means we have put a little bit of cost because we want to make up water that lost to the environment or lost due to the evaporation of heat. Okay, for the second point is compact. What is mean the compact? Compact is mean the design of the cooling tower is compact. It means we just need a small area to install the cooling tower in our premise or in our industry. We just put it on in the middle roof of a building or in a vertical orientation. Okay, last point in the advantage of cooling tower is mean energy and water efficiency. As we know, the water is a good medium heat transfer, so we can maximize the efficiency of water to use in the cooling tower. Next, for the slide for this advantage of cooling tower, as we can see here, there are 3 points also in this slide. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, first I want to say about the first point. First is say that warm and fully irritated content suspended solid relative high in conductivity and a good biological nutrient. What is mean in this? These are some of the requirements for the living thing to live in our to survive in such cooling tower environment. It is not good for our cooling tower because it will make the cooling tower not work properly. Okay, for the second point for the advantage of cooling tower is the precipitation and crystal growth at the surface in the contact with the water. The reason I stated this because if we using a non-treatment water, in this water they have some mineral that may be meant to corrode our piping in the cooling tower. So the mineral will make the precipitate in the piping and make the efficiency of the cooling tower reduce. And last but not least, the disadvantage of the cooling tower is insoluble particulate suspended in its recirculation water. The last reason for the disadvantage is maybe the foreign materials such as dust, sand, and anything that may enter to our cooling tower will cause the insoluble particulate suspended. It means make our cooling tower system not in a good condition and make the efficiency of the cooling tower made to reduce. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, so this is the real cooling tower that we have in Unique Air Mindset. As we can see, this is the pipe. This is the pipeline where the hot water will flow in, and then the cool water will pump out back to the laboratory. So if we can see up there, there is a motor that turn the fan inside this cooling tower, and this is the cooling tower basin, and inside here we have the cooling tower field, which increase the surface contact between cool air and the hot water. So let's see the inside. What we have inside here.
Okay. Assalamualaikum. My name is Abu and I will explain about the interior parts of this cooling tower. Okay, first we can see here, this is the wire mesh so that air can flow inside this cooling tower and upwards so that it can cool down the hot water that comes from above. Okay, inside this cooling tower we can see that the water basin where the cool water is collected, we can see that there is a float and a top up water, so that when water that evaporates can be refilled by the outside water. Okay, then the function of this cooling tower is so that the equipments that generate heat can be cooled down, so that there is no dangerous occurrence. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.